Hi guys, look what I found on a destash group. And the most important thing, I didn't even pay too much for it. Because yes, I have seen these beautiful, gorgeous princess panels on destash groups, but normally they are around $200 or euros. This one was 75 euros and with buyer's protection and shipping 82 euros and 44 cents. An absolute steal! So, my jar is getting full. I will put it in screen. Yes, because 4 diamond paintings have arrived, including this one. And so I'm at 20. Okay, let's see what I spent and let's take a look at my stash count. Welcome to Stash Count Sundays. So, hi guys, welcome to another episode of Stash Count Sundays. If you're new here, hi, welcome, I'm Lisette. And if you're wondering what is Stash Count Sundays, well, in March I finished my diamond painting stash detox. And a stash detox just means that I worked through my entire diamond painting stash that I had without buying new diamond paintings. Yes, that's pretty hard and awful to do, but okay, I did it. It took me 28 months to do, and as soon as I finished my stash detox, I was like, okay, I want to rebuild my stash, but I don't want it to get out of hand. So I set myself a goal to rebuild my stash to about a stash of a year's worth, which for me is about 24, because 2 diamond paintings a month, that's a max for me. So I know if I have 24, then I'm set for a year. So I've been buying new diamond paintings since March. Now we're in June. And my jar, because I'm entertaining myself with some worksheets, my jar was full till 16. But now we're going to fill it up because now we're at 20, because 4 kids have arrived. 3 kids from Diamond Art Club, and I'm going to tell you what I spent on everything in a sec. And this beauty arrived. Oh, a princess panel. This is a discontinued kit. A Mandie Manzano, one of the princess panels. This is called The One Worth Melting For. And it's a round drill and it has 45 colors. And it is, how long is it? 42 by 125 centimeters. And the fun thing is, guys, I saw this pop up on a destash site. And I'm in Europe. So for me, in the States and in Canada, you have got a lot of destash groups. But for me in Europe, that's not interesting because of the shipping, and a lot of people who destash won't even ship to Europe. So I'm looking at those destashes, but I never buy anything from it. And we've got a couple of sites like eBay and Vinted and destash groups on Facebook for Europe as well. So I'm checking those, and I saw this one. And I saw that it was, I only saw a picture of the box. I only saw this picture, like this, with the round show. And the price, 75 euros. So I was like, click, 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 buyer's protection, click, click. And I bought it. And then after 3 seconds, I thought, I probably bought the completed version. Because yes, these panels are so sought after that people buy the finished version sometimes just to have their collection complete. So I was like, okay, well, then I'm going to have a good laugh. But I was really worried. And then when it came in pristine condition. Look, guys. The drills have never been opened. This is completely sealed. The only thing I didn't get was a toolkit. Well, I don't need a toolkit. And what I did is the sticker. I already cut this out because I had put it in the logbook system already. But what a steal and what a deal! And this makes me want to keep checking these stash sites and groups, because sometimes, guys, you just can get lucky. I wasn't even on the lookout for a panel, because I know these panels are very expensive, and I was like, okay, well, I like them, but I don't like them that much. But when I saw this, I was like, oh, because I do like working on them. The panel size and the stained glass is just so much fun. And also that I didn't realize because I clicked too quickly, but it's a round. So I have done an older kit that I got from a destash in my Detox, but that one had square drills, and those are the old Diamond Art Club square drills, and well, they weren't the very best. So, and even with that, I enjoyed doing the panel, but round drills is never a problem, guys. So I'm really going to have fun with this one. I'm just going to show it one more time. Oh, look. And I know how lucky I am. I'm really happy with this one. And this one is going to stay in my stash for a little while. Because another funny thing was that last week I did a video where I told you that you could get those worksheets for yourself. You just need to fill out the Google form. I'll put the link to the form in this video as well if you want them. They're completely free. You just need to fill in some questions in the Google form itself. But you can just click on it and look it up. But I got questions like, okay, once the jar is full, this jar, so I filled it up now till 20, and they said, well, I like all those lovely colors, but what if it's full? You can't erase them because you've got them colored in. That's the whole point. The whole point is that when you open your journal and you see that your stash jar is full, you know that you've got a great stash and that you don't need to buy any more diamond painting. It's just a simple reminder for yourself. So this, after this is filled up, no, you can't fill it anymore. The jar is full. And when you work on it, yes, things go out, but you'll probably fill it back up again till 24, because that's how diamond painting collecting works. Because I've also got a couple of questions like, okay, you go till 24 and then are you going back to 0 again? No. I have proved that I can do it. I proved it to myself. I did a detox, a complete detox, so I know I can do it, but I don't want to do that ever again. So that's why I came up with this system, because as long as I can stay at 24 or below, I'm good. Okay, editing Lisette here. If you look at the stash count 24, you know that this jar is for this year. That's the only thing that I didn't mention. So in 2025, at the beginning of the year, I'll have another stash jar, stash count 24 jar. And so I'll print it out again, and then I'll fill it up with the diamond paintings that I have in my stash at the beginning of 2025. So if I, as soon as this jar is full, and if I work on diamond painting kits and I don't fill it back up again, then my jar won't be full at the beginning of 2025, And if at January 1st I have a stash of 24, then my new stash count jar will be filled entirely at the start of 2025. That way I know in 2025 that I have a stash worth for a year. So if at the beginning of 2025 I'm like at 18, then I get some coloring to do, and otherwise, no. I hope that makes sense. Because a stash of 24, even if I don't like diamond painting anymore, I don't see that happening, but if I'm less enthusiastic about it in the future, I know that one day or another I will finish my entire stash, maybe a bit more slowly. So this you just fill up and it won't empty out again. The last 4, they have been ordered. So yes, I'm almost at 24, and that's the new baseline for me. And once I have reached 24, which I will show you probably in the next Stash Count Sundays, then we know the total that I have spent on 24 diamond paintings. So what the total amount was that I spent on a year's worth of stash. I'm really interested in that. And then we can go from, okay, how do we go from here? So once you have reached your baseline, in my case 24, or if you have already a stash of 100 or 200, or maybe even only 5, and you're like, okay, that's the amount I'm comfortable with. How are we going to go about it? And as I have said in previous videos, that's why I'll link to the playlist in the description below so you can see it from the beginning. But as soon as I've reached 24 diamond paintings, then we can see how many of those 24 I have completed. Those can go out, and then you can fill it back up again if you want till 24, or just work a little further, like for instance that you finished 5 or 6, and you know that if you see a diamond painting that you like, you can buy it again because you're not at 24. That's the whole idea. So for those 4 diamond paintings, 3 from DAC I bought, and I bought them with a discount. I think it was for Mother's Day, I think. I bought 3 diamond paintings and 2 squares and 1 round. And I paid €203.08 for them. And then for this one, as I said in the intro, this was €75 plus shipping and buyer's protection, because that I did. It came down to €82.44 for this one, which I still think is an absolute steal. So in total for those 4 diamond paintings, I paid €285.52. I put all the numbers in screen as well, so you can watch alongside me. And at the end of the video, I always give the totals. So the total for June till now is €285.52. And the total of the 16 diamond paintings that I have bought till date is €1,545.54. So at the beginning of my stash detox, I said that I think that my stash of 24 premium diamond painting kits, and I buy quite large kits, I thought it would be around €2,000. So I think I'm getting close, because only 4 to go, and I'm at 1,550. I think we get around 2,000. Okay, let's just see how I have updated this. And then after that, will be back here for some final words. So I'll put you in the overhead position now. Right, so what I wanted to show you that I have sent these out, and look, here you see those little corners, and that in order to make them A5, okay, I've got a really small cutter which is exactly for this size, but then you can just, let me check if I'm doing it correctly, like that. And then you just glue it on your A5 cards. And then use those perforated edges and you're good to go. So that is how that works. Right guys, so this is the logbook system. Here's the jar that I just talked about. And as said, if you want these workbook sheets for yourself, just fill in the Google form in the description box below. So we're up to 20. So my stash spendings, this was April, this was May, and this is June till date. And then the total spending, once again, I haven't filled it up in here, but in screen at the end of this video, I'll sum it up and give you the total of what I have spent on my stash so far, on rebuilding my stash, I must say. And then we have this one, the buying tracker. So I'm at 20, so only 4 places left on this particular sheet. Then we get to the stash. Well, it's in here. This one you'll be seeing each and every Stash Count Sunday, because this one will stay in my stash for quite some time because, well, I'm just saving it. And here, for instance, is Grandiose Grease. This one is also a discontinued kit that I purchased from a destash. I had planned on working on this one during this summer, but things happened and that isn't going to be possible. I'll go into that in another video. So this one will stay in here for a little while. And then we've got all these, the other ones on my stash. Oh, and the only one that I can show you is this one, Adorn, because you've already seen that on the channel. So if you see this, guys, without the image on it, that's just because I haven't shown it on my channel yet. But when you're at home, of course, you can just fill it up like this. So this is what's in my stash. Then the whips. Okay, from whip till finish. Well, as you can see, Remembrance of Lost Legends, that one's finished. Full review is up on the channel. I have found the one from Dreamer Designs. That one's finished. It's up on the channel, a full review. Raina, the Judgment Card, and Purity. As you see here, I haven't made a lot of progress. There's a really specific reason. I can't diamond paint as much at the moment. And the Untold Story from Diamond Painting Deutschland, a quarter done. So that's going to be next week's video, where I'm going to show you Diamond Painting Deutschland update. Okay, and I have made a new one because, yes, I have more whips than those that you see over there, because the current whips are the Passion Project, which consists of Raina, the Judgment Card, and Purity. Unfortunately, I haven't been working on my Passion Project. As said, more info about that in another video. Diamond Painting Deutschland, still no picture, but I'll put a picture in screen. Finished 1 quarter, which is like an entire diamond painting by normal standards. But that one you'll see next week. And this one is new, Jaded Gem Shop. I'm working on a cat fedora, and I'll you that in a full review as soon as possible. I am, because it's lying next to me, I am at 1/4 for that one. So I can just color in the first square. Just a sec, be right back. So I'll just mark it like this, that at least you know that I'm working on a jaded gem shop. And that we can see in here as well, because it's green from Jaded Gem Shop. Then the finishes, that's the last part. 2 finishes, which are Remembrance of a Lost Legend from Diamond Art Club, and I have found a one from Dreamer Designs. So that's this one, that is absolutely stunning, 65 by 98, and this one, 60 by 40. I have found the one from Dreamer Designs. So that is what the logbook looks like, and that was the update of the logbook. As you see, guys, I have a lot of whips. So unfortunately it's slow going, but I'll get into that in another video. But I'm still diamond painting, and that's the most important thing. So guys, this was the update of the logbook system, and well, back to me. So right guys, that's it. Only 4 to go, and they are on the way. So next week I'll have an update on the J-wall from Diamond Painting Deutschland. I have finished 1/4 of it, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm going to show it to you. And then the week after that, I'll be back with another Stash Count Sundays. And I think that by then, the jar will be full. Right, guys, let me know, did you have a win? And with a win, I mean that you resisted buying a diamond painting that you actually wanted, but you're like, okay, no, I can leave it. Or did you manage to finish a couple of diamond paintings? Or did you have some other things that you'd like to share? Please let me know in the comments. I would love to know. And guys, I hope to see you next week for my J-wall update. It's the first update, so you only have seen the unboxing. And that's part of the XL diamond painting series that I'm doing here on my channel. So I hope you'll follow along. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope you give me a thumbs up on your way out. If you haven't subscribed yet and you like my ramblings and the way I go about things, I hope you consider subscribing. I would love to have you as a follower. And guys, enjoy your diamond painting, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.